Did something just happen then? Oh no, it's kicked everybody out. Oh no, that's not fair. Right. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I just had it come up with this on the screen. OBS has resurrected, and I was like, whoa, that's spooky. And then I looked over here to check my stream, and it's gone to 0 viewers. But yeah, I'm going to persevere because at the very least, people can watch it back on the VODs. If you were in the stream and now it's not working, please hit refresh. Oh, maybe that's what crashed it. I had 6 viewers coming in. I bet it's bloody Windows. It wants to do a Windows update, and it's determined to spoil my fun. Pause updates for 7 days. Sorry, Bill. I'm not letting you in. Right then, so I've got the shape of the face quite nice. So now I'm going to have to try and get the cleft of the chin like this to get the shape of the mouth here. Oops, maybe that's too high up. Yeah, I'm going to go like that. There we go. Is the mouth a giveaway yet? Or a rough outline of the lip. That's the upturned smile. No, I should do the mouth much bigger than that, shouldn't I? Wait, let's see what happens when I put the nose in. Wish me luck, everybody. Noses are a very undervalued part of the face in modern society. If you've ever wondered why it is that Egyptian sculptures often have the nose missing, it's not only because of the fact that it's a proboscis and therefore more likely to get knocked off. It's actually intentional because the ancient Egyptians believed that the soul of a person could reside in a statue of them, and smashing the nose off would release the soul in the same way that they would release the brains through the nose when they mummified them. And so it was a deliberate, well, as the name suggests, defacing of the statue to remove the spirit of the person that it was based on. Yeah, I'm not happy with either the nose or the mouth. Which one shall I change? I think the nose needs to be a bit longer that way. You see, Egyptians believed that we had more than one soul, and they were called something like Ba and Sa and Ka and blah blah blah. And so one of the souls that we've got is the one that can live on in statues. I don't know the others though. I'm not going to show off too much. Yeah. Yeah, the mouth does have to be bigger. Hi, Lucky. Can you guess who it is yet? There was a oh no, it's not going again, is it? Use the low latency toggle. I don't know how to do that. I'll just try the reset button instead. Oh shit. I've just reset the internet. We've got to start again from the beginning, everybody. Right, so. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's the chin. No, I didn't know many streamers either, but as I started streaming myself, I started watching other people to see how they do it, and discovered that that there's a great kind of community spirit, and I love to comment in chats, but it feels really nice when people read the comments, because on YouTube, anybody that streams live on YouTube, there's a lot more time delay on there. I'm sorry if I'm boring anyone who already knows this. There's a lot more time delay on YouTube, so they don't interact with the chat nearly as much. And so then I comment on people's streams, and they reply, and I feel like they're including me in their stream, and it's a much more kind of interactive medium than more traditional entertainment. You can tell I'm concentrating when the when the song comes out. Yeah, you've got to venture out your bubble. But yeah, I mean, this is part of the thing that that you obviously have preferences for what kind of things you want to watch. For me, with video games, I tend to prefer watching people playing games that I've either played in the past or I'm currently playing. But every now and then I watch somebody play something I've never seen before because maybe I like the look of the game. Well, so far it looks like quite a good drawing, but it doesn't look anything like the guy I'm trying to draw. Kind of looks like Mel Gibson, doesn't it? It's not Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is no longer a famous streamer. He, of course, used to do a stream called Lethal Weapon. Oh yeah, but earlier I was talking about defacing of statues with the Egyptians. Well, there's another kind of defacing of statues that's happened throughout history, but especially in a particular period of time. And it's not the face. It's the gentleman's parts. You may think that ancient Romans and Greeks were big fans of wearing fig leaves, but you would be chronically wrong, because all of the ancient statues had the gentleman's regalia in full glory. And along came a pope. I believe it was Pope Pius IX, but I might just be guessing. And this pope thought that genitalia was the work of the devil. And so he took over the what's that place called in Rome? Pantheon. Yeah, the Pantheon is like a temple with a round dome on the top and a hole in the middle. And all around the dome there are little gaps and inside, and each one of them had a sculpture in, but now they don't. But each one of those sculptures had all its nudity in full glory. It was it's called the Pantheon because it was a like a collection of all the I've been collecting facts for the last 46 years, but it's only since I started streaming that I managed to find anybody interested enough to listen to them. So the Pantheon was all the gods of the Roman Empire, and in the Middle Ages, the Pope decided that this massive temple should be Christianized. And so he had them set round with hammer and chisel, knocking the willies off. And because in the same way as knocking off the nose off a sculpture kind of makes it look less human, knocking off a willy kind of makes it look less natural as well. So they decided to hide the vandalism under a fig leaf. And then a few hundred years passed, and a period called neoclassicism, neoclassic something, started. This is like Napoleon times, where they wanted to replicate the glory of the past, but they didn't know that those sculptures had been changed. And so they copied them in their defaced version. And so that's why we think of cherubs and things with fig leaves. Right, I've made him look a lot older than he is. So I hope he will forgive me. So he's got a light facial hair. And another thing that the classical revival copied wrong was they made excuse me, they made all their statues white marble, or even just plaster cast, but to look like white marble. And they didn't know that that in ancient times, all of them white marble statues, like your Venus de Milo, which originally did have arms as well, that all of those statues were painted in bright colours. They'd have pink for the skin and usually bright red and bright blue clothing. If they weren't stark bollard naked, of course. And it was only in recent times that archaeologists have started using whatever technologies to discover that these people, these sculptures, used to have paint on that wore off over the years. Right, so that's more or less the shape of the hair. It's not blonde, by the way. I'm going to shade it in a minute. So keep all that dark. Keep all that dark. And the thing is, with this photo, I can't see where the headphones end and the hair begins. So I'm going to try and replicate that as well. His headset looks kind of like a piece of Star Wars technology. And that's another clue, because the other day in his stream, we were chatting about how we've both been lifelong Star Wars fans. My life being a bit longer than his means that my first Star Wars movies are a bit older. Okay, so this one's going to go the same way. Like that. So this has all got to be dark, so dark that you can't see the rest of the join lines. Chill Modestus. He loves Star Wars. No, I don't know Chill Modestus. Chill mode status. Chill mode. I keep doing that, because I live in Spain. I tend to read words that I'm not familiar with in the way that that they would be pronounced if they were Spanish words. So the other day there was somebody commenting in my chat, and I called them what did I say? Paomi. Yeah, Paomi. And then it was only the second time that I saw them that I realised it was English words, and it was pi oh my. So I apologised to them for messing up their name. Yeah, I don't think I've got the. Well, I know I haven't got the set up for the chat to be able to do shout outs yet. So I can't do a shout out for the person. But Chill Mode, one of the streamers in our community. He's awesome. I will check him out later then. If you put the at before the name, will that make it one of those highlighted ones, or do I have to set up the stream elements thing with that? Yeah, I thought so. I'll be getting onto that sometime over the next week if possible. This week the focus of my attention was drawn more to drawing, because I was finishing off some drawings for some of my new friends, and then I got into the physical realm where I started reorganizing my room. So now I have a monitor in the background. Well, the monitor was always there, but it just didn't have any cables connected to it because it's a really old monitor. And the computer that it would connect to is over this end of the room. So I had to find a cable. Yeah, so I'm calling that done. And I'm putting it here. And then I'm turning this one on. Any ideas? This isn't off his official channel, so well, this is off his Instagram. So what I'll do is I'll open another tab with the Twitch page. Yeah, so that way. Put that there, like that. Okay. And enlarge it. That's right, it's JLids32. So yeah, that's that one done. Oh no, I've just realised I've just realised something and then unrealised it at the same time. I just looked at the the timing, the time of the session, because I'm trying to keep these videos to an hour for now, and it was 23 minutes, and I thought I've been drawing for more than 23 minutes, and then I remembered it was because the stream crashed, and then I thought I don't need to look at the session time because I always start at midnight. So if it's midnight 44, then I've been streaming for 44 minutes. I'm quite good at maths. But yeah, the good news is that means I've still got another 15 minutes to take a little sip. All right, not a little sip. To do a little vape, but don't tell anybody because I don't condone the use of tobacco-based products. And I'm open to suggestions for what you'd like me to draw for the last picture. Mrs. Smoking Vipers, don't suggest that I draw Mr. Smoking Vipers, because I intend to do that next week and give a decent amount of time to it. If it would like me to, obviously. So yeah, something that I can draw within 15 minutes. Anybody that wasn't in the chat or wasn't watching at the first half of it before it crashed, the first picture was Totoro. I made him a bit long and thin though. And the second picture was JLids32. Oh, actually, I'm going to put it in the Yeah, just so that anybody who looks back at the VODs can see the name. Yeah, Tigger would be a nice quick one. Oops, I've closed my my window. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Winnie, 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 Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, there's a nice picture, so I'm going to start with that one. Actually, I'm going to switch medium. To this, my non-product placed pen. If you were watching last week, you'll know that I'm not product placing. So if the company that makes these wants to send me a big fat check, then I'll turn it the other way around. But until then, no. I've already paused it up. So, interesting facts about Winnie the Pooh. Let me rack my brains. I know, I'll just make something up. The name Winnie is short for Winnebago. And his full name is Winnebago Pooh the Third of the family Pooh. The Poohs are, of course, an aristocratic family. That married into wealth when they united with the Peas and the Poohs. No, not really. Yeah, I can tell you a fact that I know only because of watching a film with. Hey brother, good to see you. It sounds really weird when I say it. I know, I'll say it like you. Ready? Oh no, I can't do Canadian accents. Hey brother. Yeah, that's just my America's accent. Yeah, your lovely wife has asked me to have a go at Tigger, so I'm going to start spouting off random facts. Yeah, in the film with Ewan McGregor, I discovered a fact which well, no, actually no, it was a fact that I already knew, but it was the first time I'd seen it made into the subject of a film. Wait, no, I'm mixing two different films. There was two different films about Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, the point is that the guy who wrote it was the Ewan McGregor one. He was traumatized from being a soldier in World War One or Two, and he had a very disconnected relationship with his son, Christopher Robin, believe it or not. In this version, Tigger is a Cyclops. No, not really. until he started telling stories about the 100-acre wood, which was a real place around the back of where they lived. Okay, so this is a fact then about this particular drawing style of Mr. Tigger. Oh no, I've completely fucked up the nose. Right, you got to pretend that bit's not there, okay? Yep. Yeah, the this version that I'm working from is the Walt Disney version, the one that most people are familiar with. But Walt Disney is not the creator of Winnie the Pooh, because Disney had an idea. He thought, I don't have to come up with original ideas as long as I pay massive amounts to the writers or their descendants, or look for works that are already out of copyright. And famously, copyright law is also known as the Mickey Mouse law, because every time Mickey Mouse almost falls out of copyright, Disney petition Congress to extend the period of time that copyright exists. In 2024, I believe it will be, the current copyright law will run out and Mickey Mouse will be free for all. And we'll see just exactly how much power the Disney Corporation has if copyright law gets extended even further. But yeah, so Disney was scouring children's stories, looking for things that he didn't have to pay copyright on. I've got an interloper. Can you guess who this is? That's right, it's a self-portrait. Good night. Yeah, so Disney basically made his fortune by finding stories that were out of copyright. And now the Disney Corporation makes sure that that copyright keeps getting extended and extended so that nobody else can ever do the same. I've made these bits a lot bigger than they are in the original drawing. So what you're saying, Disney stole Winnie the Pooh from a sad man, that's wild that he just stole people's ideas and made buckets out of it. Yeah, and there's also another movie. I do get a lot of my facts from movies, by the way. I don't remember who's in this one, but it's about, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney. And he's trying to get somebody, I believe it might be Emma Thompson, The actress, not the character. The character, I can't remember the name of the writer, but the writer was the one who wrote Mary Poppins, and she'd seen what they'd done to various different works, and she hated it. And she was like, "There is absolutely no way I'm letting anybody, well, not anybody, specifically Disney, near my my beloved work." And Disney actually followed the woman around personally, begging her to let him use the rights to Mary Poppins. And he actually paid for that one, I believe. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, what are the most famous Disney cartoons up to a certain time period? You've got The Jungle Book, Rudyard Kipling, 1880s probably. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, Hans Christian Andersen. That must be 1850s, I would say. Yeah, and I think, unless my memory is wrong, oh, you know why it looks weird? Because I didn't do the rest of the mouth. There we go then. So if I just quickly shade that area. And I'm going to shade this to make it look like I deliberately made a shadow around the nose. Anybody who's watching the stream will know this line was a mistake, but don't tell anyone that didn't watch because they don't deserve to know. So, there you go. One Tigger. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. It's been great having you all watching, and thanks for the idea. I'm quite pleased with that one, actually. Just a quick recap. We had Totoro, J-Lids 32, and Tigger. Next week I'll be doing a portrait of smoking vipers, and probably a couple of other drawings as well. So I'm going to have a look and see who I can raid. And thanks everybody for being here. I've done it again. I'm moving the wrong mouse. Look, I'm multitasking. Raid channel. Oh my god, it's happened to me again. I'm in Raiders limbo because my list of followers, there's only one person streaming, and they've got 28,000 followers, so they don't really need any other raids. So give me a name to raid out to if you know anybody that's on right now. Just going to have a look back through the chat because you mentioned somebody before. Oh yeah, chill mode status. Let's see if it. No, I can't find that one. So. Demonic Gaming 84. Okay, I'll be raiding into Demonic Gaming 84. If any of you have never been there before, you'll be joining me because I've never seen this streamer either. But I will hang around for a little while to see what they're up to, and hopefully I'll be able to catch some of Smoking Vipers very soon as well. And with that, I shall say good night then. Done it again. I say good night and then I haven't actually stopped.